Hello and welcome. This is Darren Robertson, the Invisible Soldier, or at least formerly known as the Invisible Soldier Guy Somebody. I just had a falling out with my clients, Michaela and John, and I had them escorted out of here, out of the back of my truck to be specific, by the police. Michaela is, I believe, mentally ill. She has brain damage and is a meth addict. And what that Molotov cocktail causes in one's mind is a lot of exacerbation, and she's addicted to masturbation, and her husband is impotent. She goes on a whisper behind his back and tries to sequester preferably young and or old men to come to her aid with drugs and money and possibly sex or company. And she did this all behind my back while I was trying to help her, at least I thought it was. Now the mistake I made was that I gave her drugs, and I did them too, and so I'm guilty, and I wonder if I'll be countercharged or something of this nature. So I'm not entirely sure what's happening now to them, but they've been taken away from my apartment in Forest Lawn, which is the rougher side of town anyhow, never mind her and her madness in the first place. So here's the thing. What I've concluded is that I'm in no position to help anyone, and in addition to that, when you're doing it on AISH, you don't have the funds, and although I have a truck, I can't bail out all these homeless people and interview them like I thought I would, even though it's free to use this phone besides the typical fee that you pay to Rogers, and then the videotaping it and putting it on YouTube is free. However, I've come to the conclusion, I've come to my senses here. I don't think that this is for me. I've learned through this couple that these are people that I like. Let's try to imagine homeless people you don't like, or the ones that are incapable of rising. This is not in my hands. I'm not a professional, and I'm done. So that was the end of this series. If you're ever watching this, I would suggest that you get off of YouTube, get a life. If you're sniffing out little videos like this and little scenarios like this, that perhaps you're an erroneous loser, as I feel right now myself, despite my intelligence, my talents, and my shred of good looks. So have a nice evening. This is the Invisible Soldier signing off for good, and have a nice evening.